Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome here to BeamNG.Drive. Yes, we are here on the Utah, USA map, and as you see we are in walk mode. It's a new feature that they just recently added in the latest version of Beam. So yeah, the first Beam video on the YouTube channel. I followed along with Beam ever since the game technically came out, even still it's in the alpha phase or something like that. So it's still a really nice game. It's had so many improvements over the years, and I've watched a lot of YouTubers play it. One person in particular would be my brother that's sitting right next to me here. He plays Beam more than I do, and quite frankly, I haven't had that much seat time really playing Beam. So my brother here has a lot more experience, and he has a lot of experience building cars. So ever since I got my PC a couple months ago, I had obviously had the ability to download Beam myself and have a go at this game. But my brother and I decided to do something special. We decided we're going to do a little challenge series between the both of us. So as you can see by the title, it's called the BeamNG Time-Attack Challenge, but I honestly think it's more than just a time attack challenge, if anything. Yes, as the title puts it, it's going to be a challenge on time. But the question is, what is it all going to entail? So, how this series starts is, and I'm going to do this chronologically. It's not going to be in order as what you're going to see in the video, but this is how it's going to work behind the scenes. So, my brother over here, Jacob, what he's going to do is he's going to take a car. Let's say he takes this brand new Saliad Wendover. Is that the name of it?
Something like that.
Something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. So let's just say he takes this Wendover, for instance. And as many people know in Beam, you have, where's the configurator? This one. You have all these vehicle customization options. Obviously, you can't see any of this because we're in walk mode. But for a normal car, you would have a bunch of customization options that you can choose from within the game. And you can choose different engines, different parts, etc. The list goes on and on and on. And I'm assuming you can add modded parts as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so people have a modded engine, spoiler, system, wheels, etc. You can put it on the car.
Pretty much everything.
Okay, so basically, my brother is going to take this car. He's going to put whatever he wants on it. And what he's going to do is he's going to take the car around the track. It might be a circuit track. It might be a point-to-point track. It's whatever Jacob here feels like he wants to do. And he's basically just going to test the car out, build it to his specs, etc. Now, when he gets to the track that he chooses, he's going to have a limit of 10 laps or 10 runs to set a fast time. And at the end of that 10 lap or 10 run stint, whatever his fastest lap is going to be the one that he records at the very end. So here is where I come in. What my brother's going to do is he's going to sit me down on the game and he's going to pull up that car. And I am not going to know the car or not going to know the track until he does this. And he's going to sit me down in the car and he's going to run me through the same circuit, same point-to-point track, whatever it might be, as he did. However, I'm not going to have the same amount of time to set a lap. I'm going to be restricted to one warm-up lap, one or two, depending on the track, and 3 timed laps or 3 timed runs. However, there's another twist to this. So it's not just going to be my fastest time at the end of those 3 laps. We're actually going to take all 3 of those laps and average them out. So the end goal in the challenge for me is my average time must be faster than my brother's personal best. So this might sound odd to some people. Why not sit me in the car and just try to get the fastest lap out of it? Well, the first thing being that my brother has a lot of, well, I don't know. It can kind of seem unbalanced. Yeah, my brother's going to be the one that has more seat time in the car. He's going to be more familiar with the car compared to me. But if anything, I am much more racing oriented and competitive compared to my brother. My brother doesn't do anything competitive in regards to racing games. I think Beam is the closest, and that's very casual, whereas I'm on iRacing as much as possible. I'm on Xbox playing the NASCAR games, the Formula One games, playing Forza Motorsports. I'm the one racing oriented. So the challenge here really is not just about time attack to see if I can outbeat my brother in an average time that's better than his PB, but also to see how quickly I can get into the car and with just one warm-up lap get acquainted with the car. So we'll see how the challenge goes. I feel like it's going to be extremely hard for me to best his times, but we won't know. We won't know until we get into the first episode. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go using the time trial system that's in Beam. And as you can see, my brother's loading it up right now. Now, this does restrict us from what we want to do, because I think there's some really cool track layouts and such on different maps that we could do runs in and do time attack challenges in. But there's also no good way of laying down your own checkpoints or doing your own point-to-point system. So I don't know. Do we offer it to the community if anybody knows how to do that stuff to maybe share?
Yeah, that would be really helpful. But for now, time attacks using time trials is pretty much the easiest it can be right now.
Yeah, it's easiest, and it records our times.
Yeah.
So unless there was a creator or an easier creator to set up checkpoints and whatnot, or make your own time attack or time trial maps, then we'll probably be a little bit more, we'll be able to use more variations of tracks and circuits and places and whatnot. So we start today's episode with a Grand Marshal, right?
Yes.
This is a Grand Marshal. See, that's how little I know of the cars. I mean, I guess all those years of watching Fail Race and his Driven to Destruction has kind of taught me what the cars are. But this is the Grand Marshal, and we are here at, what's the track?
This is the industrial. It's on the industrial map, but it's the.
What's the name of it, buddy?
It's the mixed rally circuit. That's what it is.
Mixed rally. Okay, so for the most part, this looks like it's on tarmac, which is good. As you can see in the Grand Marshal, it looks like it's built up to be a race spec. It's, I don't know, I can't tell. I mean, the rims obviously make it look race spec because it's just got the basic steel rims. It's got a roll cage in it, and we will have to find out if it's automatic or not. One thing I also forgot to mention at the start of this episode was both my brother and I are going to be testing and driving on a wheel. We own it's basically a TMX Pro setup. It's got the TMX wheel, the basic Thrustmaster wheel, the 3 pedals set that I got from a friend of mine, and then we also just got the
TH8A.
TH8A is the shifter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but also, like I said, it's not, we're not limited to driving cars that are manual. My brother might give me automatic, he might give me sequential. We will see how it is. Now it looks like this Grand Marshal, let's see, on the dash it looks like there's just, it's an automatic, it looks like. So I think it's an automatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should be an automatic. Okay, so we think
I'll tell you this, it is pretty much like a bone stock Crown Vic.
Bone stock Crown Vic. Okay, well that doesn't give me any reference because I don't know how a bone stock Crown Vic drives. So yeah, so here we go. I have not played on this map either, so I'm really scared. But obviously how this goes, and you've given me one warm-up lap, right?
Yes, one.
So obviously my brother has run 10 laps around here. He's taken his PB lap, and I have to see if I can beat his time with my average after 3 laps. So here we go. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we have drive. So it's an automatic. See, track mixer right here for turn number 1. Oh, yep, we do have a mixed rally circuit. That looks like a jump. Oh man, that is a jump. Oh, we have a right-hander here. I feel like I wasn't going too fast, but it was taking a lot of speed. We have a gnarly crest here. Oh, that's very blind. And then we come across here. I'm gonna be a little bit slow across this. I'm glad I did, because there's a right hand in the dirt. This steering ratio seems really bizarre. I hope the track continues to go this way. We got a bit of a rally stage here. And then we come back onto the road and make a left. Good lord, this circuit's much longer than I thought. I don't know if I've memorized this enough. Let's see, back on some tarmac. This is really bone stock, and here's the lap. Oh, we're gonna spin it. We're gonna give ourselves some extra time to understand the layout. I hope I didn't ruin the Grand Marshal, but here we go. First timed lap. So we have this right here. It wants to understeer a lot, and then it kicks an oversteer a bit. Alright, let's try to get in the brakes. Oh, it's a mud pit right there. That's what we kept hitting. I'm gonna try not to ruin the suspension on this thing. Go up this crest, and I think I can keep it somewhat flat through there. Carry some speed, and I know over this crest we need to slow down, try to make it. It's a little bit of chicane, so I can get to that apex. Kind of bounce the throttle here, slide it around just a bit. Yeah, that was a good slide. And then this is a really tight set of corners. Oh, we missed the apex of that corner pretty badly. Here's another dirt section. Oh, we're going a little bit wide. That's not going to be good for us. Here's where we spun last time. We're going to get good traction out of there. So there's one lap. Ooh, understeer's really bad through there. Ooh, bit of oversteer as well. We got this mud pit. Let's try to aim a little bit more for the apex. That might have been a little bit better. Might have been quicker through there. We can carry more speed up here over the crest, maybe. And another here. We gotta not push it too hard. Ooh, that was a lot of air time. Oh, that's gonna be us in the trees. Well, we can keep going. Maybe. Oh, and we've lost steering completely. That's us in the tree. That's gonna ruin our second lap. So we do have some rules about crashing. That got pretty intense. Let's go ahead and take a look at the damage here that we sustained. Yeah, and I think we ruined the suspension doing it. And that's going to be the challenge too, just trying to keep the car in one piece, since Beam is very good at soft body physics. So, let's see. So the lap 2 thing on here was our fastest, or for our first flying lap, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the warm-up lap was 1:14, so a 56.465 was so far the fastest that we've done. Now, we do have a system if I crash out, so I'm allowed to redo the lap that I've crashed out, and obviously I have to do the third lap I've done. So I'm allowed to do those, and we will still average those out with the second lap that I've done that counts in this run. However, we're going to add a time penalty to it, right?
Time penalty should be about 5 seconds.
Okay, so it's a 5-second time penalty. Is that added on to my average?
That's added on to the average.
It's added on to the average. So that's going to kind of screw this run over, and I probably have failed this one. My brother's got a face, and I'm not sure if I like that. So we're going to go ahead and redo this. Redo the last 2 runs, get that average, and add that penalty. Alright, so we're going to roll up here into the final corner. I think the start and finish line is just on the other side. This is the second time we're actually redoing my redo run, because the game decided to not give me any checkpoints. Because when I crossed the line, it was like, nope, it wasn't going to do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get lined up here, right here on the corner. And so this is going to redo the second lap that I messed up. And then obviously I have to do the third lap. So let's go ahead and get a rolling start. Let's go ahead and gun it out of the final corner. And here we go. Let's go ahead and redo second lap. And just remember the understeer is really bad through here. Watch this crest a bit. And we got the mud pit, so we're pretty much on the brakes for all of that. Now this crest, just make sure we stay on the apex, keep it flat out for the most part. And then we gotta not take so much speed up this. There we go. Nice and Nice and easy. Ooh, yeah. Swing the rear end out. That's nice. Okay, let's get on the tarmac. Ooh, understeer. Let's get this final dirt section straightened out. Oh, that was not so good for me. Oh, I felt like that was a nice smooth lap though as we come across the line.
Not bad for a redo lap.
Yeah, not bad for a redo lap. Here we go. Be careful, it's gonna understeer through there. We're gonna watch the fence. Ooh, hit the checkpoint. We did somehow. Both hands are off the wheel. We're gonna clip that. Ooh, man, I'm really throwing this car around. Let's make sure to keep it nice and planted over the crest. We will. Cut the apex there. Let's do that little drifting. Oh, don't hit that barrier. Gosh, my hands are all over the place. There's a wall. Here we go. Oh, the steering. I don't know what's straight on this. There we go. Here we go. Come on, come on. Oh, we're gonna hit the banking. I don't think this lap was that great. We might have screwed this lap up big time. But we're gonna be across the line. There's gonna be our 3 attempts. Whew. So as we can see by the top right, so the makeup lap we did a 53.882, and then the final lap was a 54.399, which was definitely, I feel like I pushed it a bit too hard in that lap, and that ruined some time and speed out of it. So I probably shouldn't have gone all out there, but you know, I'll take it. That's, you know, I'd say 5/10 or so difference between those 2 laps. Not too bad. Now we should see. Oh, well, I was gonna say let's see the damage report, but I already clunked it. Actually,
I don't think you really did anything.
no, I don't think I did anything to it. I thought I messed up the steering at one point, but it seems to be fine. I thought I messed it up in this section, and I thought I missed the steering column up somehow. Yeah, right here I think is where I lost a big amount, and I was just getting too eager on the throttle and coming through here and across the line. It's not a bad little circuit though. Okay, maybe not. Well, that's the most amount of walk we're. Oh my gosh, we're stuck on a darn bush. We are stuck in the bush. I cannot get out. Help.
Try jumping.
Help.
How did you manage?
I don't know. Okay, there we go. that was incredible. So yeah, here's our Grand Marshal for challenge number 1. And my brother and I have done the maths. So let's go ahead and run through what we accomplished here in today's run. So the very first one, before I put it in a big mound of rocks, was a 56.465, which wasn't too bad. I would say that was fairly decent. But coming back after the reset, I wound up running a 53.882. That was, I can't believe I picked up that much time.
Yeah.
I think there was a couple corners, if you look back at the run, where I was able to hit the apex compared to the first lap. The first lap, I think pushed it a little bit too hard, thinking I had some confidence, and I just overdrove it. And there's something about that second lap, I was just able to get it into the corners much smoother. And it goes back to that smooth is quick kind of thing, slow is quick. And then obviously the very final lap, I ran it wide a couple times, had some moments where I was just struggling with the handling of the car and just trying not to wreck it. And so I lost about 5/10 or so and ran a 54.399. So the average of those wound up being 54.915, and I'm going to trust your math on that was right.
Yeah.
Adding them up and dividing by 3, okay. And we had to account for the reset. So it is a 5-second penalty. I don't know if 5 seconds is severe or not, but that leads my time to a 59.915. So in the general scheme of things, that penalty really hurt me because yeah, my average of 54.9 really does sum up that run, but we have to account for the fact that I crashed it out. Penalty served there, so 5 seconds in total. So 95.915 is my average. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the goal for me is to beat my brother's PB in this car and in this track after 10 laps outside of recording. So, Jacob, tell me, what were you able to set in this car on this track?
All right, so the time you had to beat was a 5:2.805.
Oh my gosh, that's so fast. You did it in 52 seconds.
And I was really surprised with your second lap because you came within a second of my best time just on that lap alone.
So, do you remember when you set that 52-second lap, do you remember out of your 10 laps, which one was it? Was it the very last one?
Might have been one of the ones towards the end, maybe lap 7, I think it is. We'll show the clip of that.
Okay, and yeah, you had the video and footage and things like that. What about the beginning of that run, your run?
I think I was running maybe 54s.
Wow, so if I would have if I didn't crash out, if I didn't overdrive the car, probably would have had a chance to be close to that. But yeah, I wasn't even close. I mean, before the penalty, being within 2 seconds, I would say that's pretty good, knowing that you've had a lot more time on the car than I have. At a track I'm unfamiliar with. That was pretty good. So yeah, but it goes down as a loss in my book. It's 1 for my brother Jacob here. That's 0 for me. And we'll see how this goes. I do like the concept of this, and I hope you guys at home enjoy the concept as well. So thank you guys for watching. If you're new around here, do be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed. I did just hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, so for those who have been a part of the channel, I appreciate you guys watching over the years. And if you're new, I hope you enjoy the content that I have in the future. For now, though, that's going to be it from myself and my brother Jacob. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.